Hey, this is Steve Kraus, Chief of Insights for Similarweb, with another edition of our Weekly Winners, a highly selective look at the brands and trends that won the internet last week. Unless otherwise noted, all data in this video are courtesy of Similarweb, the leader in market intelligence, and show the past 28 days of data from the United States. That's data up through June 8th. Let's get it rolling. Promotional winners this week. As we move into the heart of summer, a lot of sales. We'll look at steampowered.com, the gaming site, having an intergalactic summer sale. Also up big and got a boost at E3 as well as in their most recent sale is thinkgeek.com, clothing and accessories for the pop culture enthusiasts with their summer solstice sale. Other sales having a big impact, Zara, the fashion retailer, you see with traffic up around 3 times in the United States. Tory Burch had a big sale the week before, and you see the spike in their traffic as well. And finally this week, jabong.com, if we look at their data from India, we see the Indian retailer having a big success with their sale. A winner, the World Cup. Just as we saw it last week, the World Cup continues to send ripples throughout the digital ecosystem. Here we're going to look at worldwide data when we talk about the World Cup. First, we'll take a look at FIFA.com. We see they're up about 10x, going from about 1.5 million visitors a day, peaking as the World Cup started to about 15 million visitors a day. We saw a similar spike over at foxsports.com, where they went from 300 to 400,000 visitors in a typical day, up to about 3 or 4 million as the World Cup got started. We're also seeing some increases in traffic to VPN sites, and although correlation doesn't prove causality, you might expect that that's people who are circumventing the traditional broadcast partners. We also see boosts in some of the big World Cup sponsors. Here we see Adidas.com got a big boost with the start of the World Cup. If we take a look at the other sponsors, Visa.com up a little bit, Coca-Cola.com up significantly, as well as Hyundai.com. The other thing, as we mentioned last week, that's up big is gambling. Here we'll look at the top 100 gambling sites in the world. If we collect all their traffic together, we see they hit a peak as the World Cup got started and remained at elevated levels. And we see the same thing when we look at the individual gambling sites, such as Bet365, the largest gambling site in the world, or if we look at Betfair.com or Skybet.com or WilliamHill.com. All up significantly, driven by World Cup traffic. And our final winner of the week, Roblox. Now, you may not be familiar with this site unless you have a preteen boy at home, in which case that may be all you hear about. It's a Minecraft-like game, and we're giving it the award not so much based on its performance in the past week, but in recognition of long-term excellence in really creating engagement with a user group. If we take a look first at traffic to the website, Roblox.com, here we're looking worldwide. We see the consistent growth. If we look at it year over year, we see it's just about double, from about 145 million visitors in a month up into just about 250 million today. So that's just looking at the website. If we take a look at the app, here we'll first look at the Apple Store, and we're just looking over the past 30 days. We see that it's one of the top 50 apps in the world, which is pretty impressive, obviously. If we look more specifically within its category, it's in the top 10 in games of action and adventure. So that's looking at the Apple Store. If we take a look at the Google Play Store, what we see is that Roblox is actually the #1 search term, more than doubling the search traffic of its nearest competitor, Snapchat. We see a more direct competitor in terms of the kind of site, with Minecraft coming in much lower in terms of its keyword usage. And then finally, if we do a deep dive into what we know about the Roblox app on Google Play and on Android phones, we see the consistent growth. Here we're looking in the United States over the past couple of years, consistent growth in install penetration, number of downloads. They had a big upgrade release last summer. We see the impact of that. Active daily users, user penetration. Nearly a third of those who have it on their phone are opening it every day, on average 4 times a day, and playing for nearly an hour. That's really strong engagement for Roblox. That's all for this week. I'm Steve Kraus, Chief of Insights for Similarweb. Until next time, may all your decisions be data-driven.